Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Keto Homestead with Jess. Hope y'all slept well. How's it going? We got one in the chat, one thumbs up. Get the YouTube on the phone. Good morning, Moonlight. Hope you slept well. You see, you probably couldn't see that. That little black kitten just crawled up my Carhartts and onto my lap. Come here. Say hi. It is blistering cold out this morning, y'all. It's 18 degrees here. 18. I think I got windburn on my face this morning. I just got inside from feeding all the animals. Put you down for a reason, kitten. Gotta get up and get moving. I know it's a little bit earlier than I normally go live, but we're blaming it on Barrett this morning. He had me up watching movies with him last night, so I didn't get to bed until like 12 o'clock. And then, of course, I still woke up at, it was 5:40. I woke up late this morning. I mean, it was late for me. I'm like, oh no, because normally I get out there and feed everybody by 6 o'clock. So I think I was like 10 minutes late after I got everything ready. 34 there. That's pretty cold for Florida, isn't it, Moody? Under the covers. Whatever. Firefly, you're lying, right? I just read your message. You're lying, right? Yes, too cold. I figured that's pretty cold for Florida. I think this is the worst part about going out so early in the cold. It's putting on so many layers. It's exhausting. It's not, I know that sounds funny, but it's true. It's exhausting putting all these layers on and then having to come in and take them all off again. And Moody says, I think she's lying. She's lying. She ain't got no internet in there. Unless she's in some bougie place, which I doubt. Unless she's in Hollywood. Just saying. Woo, the floor's cold. I gotta go get my slippers. Firefly needs to get a better bed over at her dad's. Or Even if it's not a bed, a mattress, which I'll matches. You guys, we're freaking more than halfway over December. Can you believe it? December's I'm dropping lines everywhere. December is flying by. I can't believe how fast it's going. We got like what, 5 days? 5 more days till Christmas. It's coming and going super fast. And I told some of you, I don't know if I told everybody, but I told some of you, coming January 1st, there's going to be a lot of changes to my YouTube page. I've never changed much about it, but we're going to change it the first of the year. You're going to see channel name change, logo change, bunch of stuff changing. So don't freak out if the names changed and everything like that. Hey, Crazy Family Vlogs, good to see you. Good morning, good morning. I'm good, how are you? Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully I can get this bottle open. I had to have my nighttime feeding. I had to have Bear open it up. The calf just sucks up so hard. The suction on this thing, I can't get open. Ugh. Oh, I hurt my wrist. And then I can't wash it. But I'm really excited. It's yep, it went up a degree. It's 19 now. It was 18 degrees a minute ago. But I think, I can't remember now, but I think it was like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or maybe it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. There was like 3 days in a row. It's supposed to go back up to 50 degrees, you guys. Isn't that crazy? It'll be in the 50s again, which is nice for me and Barrett, because that means we'll be able to get back outside, do a little bit of work. At 50 degrees, it'll be so nice. I'm looking forward to it. No, the baby calf does not drink regular milk in the store. Baby calf drinks milk replacer. You gotta get it at a feed store or PSE, Tractor Supply, or Roll Chain, or farm store of some sort. But no, I wish it could just drink regular milk. But that is not the case. She's doing really, really good though. We transitioned her off of the mama's milk to the milk replacer. She's done really good so far. Honestly, it's only been, 3 days? But I'm keeping an eye and make sure she doesn't have any diarrhea or anything like that. And so far, so good. But that's something definitely I have to keep my eye on. And then just a couple more days. It's Wednesday today? So Friday we'll be getting the little bull calf. guys have tons of videos coming your way. They won't be able to come out the day of or the day after or anything because I've just got so many videos lined up this month and next month. I'm trying to prioritize everything. It's crazy. I never realized I'd have this many videos in 1 month. This is the most I've ever had in 3 years. So it's really awesome, but challenging on trying to figure out what needs to go where. Baby cow wants eggnog. No way. 28 here. No, she doesn't eat any kind of grain. So you guys, that's the purpose of the Dexter breed. Why I wanted the Dexter is Dexters can be completely grass-fed, hay-fed. I do not want to start them on grain whatsoever. Once you start a cow on grain, their stomach is basically ruined. You can do your own research on that. That's a huge debate in the cow world. But in my opinion, after they start grain, that's it. You got to continue feeding grain for the rest of their life. So we are going to do bottle feeding. And then when she's old enough, she'll go straight to hay. And that's another thing we'll have to keep an eye on, make sure she's digesting and eating and swallowing that hay properly. But yeah, we're definitely staying away from grain. And that's what keeps the cost down of having Dexters is you don't have to go out and buy all the commercial feed. Feed gets expensive, especially if you're wanting a herd or 2 or 3 cows. Grain is very, very expensive. Firefly says I'm still in bed. My sister Michelle flies to Virginia today, and Chelsea flies to Rhode Island this weekend. Oh, wow. Lots of traveling. Good morning, Coco. Good to see you. Sorry I'm late. I'm just messaging family members to let them know when their Christmas presents are being delivered. And all the presents are being delivered today. Awesome. No, Firefly. Usually when I bring new animals onto the property, they are my breeders. It's the babies that I usually consume. But no, these will definitely be breeders. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. I hope, I pray. That's why they have regular names. So like the babies, when they grow up, you know, and everything, they're the ones that we consume. And they're the ones that we normally name like whatever breed animal it is, pork chop, brisket, whatever. Those names are reserved for the ones that we consume. Yes, he's still in bed. I don't know what time he went to bed last night, but there was the fire was still going. There was a big old log in the fire still when I got up, so I'm assuming he went to bed pretty late last night. He probably went to bed about 3 or 4. That's what I'm guessing. Good morning, Gemma. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. We're going to have to do a duck race again here soon so that Trust and Vermont can pick their little helmets out and I can figure out who's goes to who so I can get that video recorded, edited, and then scheduled to come out. don't know when we're going to do that. I was thinking about doing it last night, but y'all, my office was so cold last night. I'm like, I ain't doing it. So I'll have to figure that out soon. But yeah, big changes coming to the channel. Don't freak out if you see my name's changed, my thumbnail, my logo, and all that. I've never done a change like this to my channel. I just know it's time. It's been 3 years without any changes. I'm ready for changes. Thank you, Gemma. Make a shout out to Gemma for sharing me. Appreciate it. You got Firefly. Mooney picked out the little duck chick helmet or whatever it is. Super cute. It's funny because that's the one I would have picked for you too, but I left it up to Mooney. So if anybody gets yelled at, it's Mooney. I'm just joking, Mooney. But I have a feeling y'all are going to be sick of me at the beginning of the month because you're going to see nothing but all kinds of cat videos, everything to do with Dexter's. No, I don't think y'all get sick of it. They're too cute to get sick of, right? Everybody loves cows, especially baby ones. Most of the day yesterday I spent the day researching these registration associations, and I'm trying to understand it. Trying to understand all the steps you got to take, and there's a lot of information. It's total information overload. And then there's like all times certain criteria you have to register, and testing that has to be done, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I spent most of the day doing that yesterday, researching. But I found some really cool groups and some really cool people I got to talk to. So I'm making friends. That's always good. Yes, they're always wet, Firefly. I love their noses. That's like my biggest thing. I have an obsession with animal noses. Pig noses, cow noses. I love them. Cat noses. Dog noses. Love them. Isn't that funny? My obsession with animals is noses. Obsession with people or lips. Oh, that's funny. I just realized that. Yep, yellow ducky. Dylan, hello and welcome in. Good to see you. No, you're not the only one in here not a mod. Coco's not a mod. Crazy's not a mod. It's just that most of my mods are here this morning. No, my cat was just crawling all over me. Or I should say Barrett's cat. It's starting to warm up to me, though. Oh, you're talking about Fuzzbutt? Are you talking about Fuzzbutt, Firefly? Fuzzbutt's out in the barn sleeping with the calf. That's her domain now. Which is good. If there's any mice or rats, she'll get them. We got 6 in the chat. Awesome. Thank you all for coming out so early in the morning. I showed my niece, Angela, the picture of the baby cow and told her about the Dexters, and I'm glad I got the information right that they can eat grass. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't start them on grain, they can stick with grass and hay. Oh, I totally read your comment wrong, Firefly. Yes, your cat is sleeping in there with Miriam. Sorry, I'm not awake yet. I'm going to keep planting the seed in her head so that maybe they want one, but I don't want to buy it, so I'm going to let it be their idea. That's it. That's a good move, Mooney. Sounds like something I'd do. Will the duck race be to offer for B2B? A handyman, count me in for that race. All right. I'll tell him. People want me to start auctioning them off. See what he says. It's nice to be invited to someone else's morning routine. Well, thank you. I always go live Monday mornings, or I can't talk. I go live every Wednesday morning with Wake Up with Jess, and basically doing the live is waking up with me, making coffee, breakfast, or whatever I'm doing that day. And we just chat for an hour or so. And then Monday and Friday nights is my music lives at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a request night. We all just kick back and have fun and chit chat in the chat and listen to some good tunes. So if you're interested in that, that's Monday and Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coco's laughing. Yep, your cat's with the cow. Coco, Barrett is so freaked out by you. It's so funny. Cracks me up. I love it because it makes me laugh because when me and Barrett first met, I was like, I don't know if you guys will believe this or not, but I was like the aggressor. I was an aggressive woman. And when I want something, I'm very aggressive. I go with it. I go at it with like 120%. So Barrett was kind of freaked out by me when we first got together because I was the aggressor. And there's situations that's come up over the years, you know, where we're like in the grocery store and stuff. And there was a lady that was disabled. She wasn't, you know, I don't know. I think she may have been MRDD, or I don't know what the technical terms are everybody uses now. But she had some handicaps, and she fell in love with Barrett within like 5 seconds. And we weren't even talking to her or anything. We were standing at the checkout line, and she just like came up to him and she like circled him. She just like walked around him, and he's standing there like trying to keep his eyes forward. He was like looking out the corner of his eye, like, what's going on? She was like checking him out and everything. And then all of a sudden she like tries to grab his hand, and he was like, ah! And she's like trying to touch his butt and his arm and stuff like that. And we had seen her earlier in the store, and she was with a caretaker. And I don't know if that caretaker was in a line close to us or whatever, but I didn't see the caretaker. But the lady was like really aggressive with Barrett. He's like, help me. And I was laughing. I was rolling. I was laughing so hard I was crying. He's like, come here, help me. And I'm like, no, you're on your own. He's like, you're so mean. You're so mean to me. So any women that are like really aggressive like that freaks them out. It's so funny. What did I do? Hey Goldie, good morning. So good to see you. Thanks for coming back in. Hey Marshmallow Man, good to see you. I guess it's funny just because, I don't know, Barrett's a burly guy, you know. he's always so manly and macho and stuff. So when incidents like that happen, it's funny to me. That's so mean. I know I'm mean, but it's funny. Hey, Anti-At Jack, good to see you. You not awake yet? What's this face? Goldie is my longtime friend. She is a very loyal person. She is a mod on my channel. Awesome. Good to know, Gemma. Barrett's coffee brewing. I need to get my coffee on. Get some breakfast made. I think I'm going to do some pancakes this morning. That sounds pretty good. We haven't had pancakes for a couple days, few days. I don't know when the last time we had pancakes was. Keto style, of course. Trying to think what all I need. I can't remember. Barrett made keto pizza last night. It was really good. He put cheese and sausage with cheese inside it, pepperoni. It turned out really good. So, got 2 eggs in here, a teaspoon of vanilla, ooh, we got 9 in the house. That's awesome. Y'all early birds with me. I just need to get through the work day today, and then that day at grandbaby, I can come. Oh, okay. So as long as grandbaby don't come today, Minnie will be all right. There's a fire alarm chirping here somewhere. That's annoying, huh? You get used to it after hearing it for so long, though. You remember my fire alarm? It chirped for like 2 months, 3 months or something. I don't know, before we changed the batteries. We're bad. Now to tell the truth, how many times did I say I wanted to be unmodded? But it's your channel and I respect your choice. Wow, I didn't know B could cook. Oh yeah, he can cook. He's a butt. That's one thing that's really good about him. He'll help me cook, especially on the days that I go live, like my Monday night and Friday night lives. That really, really helps me out because I'm trying to set up lives and do stuff I need to do. And while I'm doing that, he's usually cooking something for dinner. So that's awesome. And it's funny, I was talking to my dad the other night. Hi, Dad. I'm sure you're watching. But I was talking to my dad the other night, and he's like, Barrett was washing one dish. I don't remember what he was washing, but he was washing something. My dad's like, oh my gosh, he's washing dishes? And I was like, no. I was like, he don't wash dishes. He's spoiled. He's washing one dish, and Barrett come off. He was like, I wash dishes all the time. What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, don't be lying to my dad. I was like, he does cook, though, and he does do laundry. So, there's that. But we both hate doing dishes, so he leaves the dishes to me. Whatever. I did a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Now I'm going to add some stevia, like a teaspoon. I know, Firefly says I'm not parent. I'm up and driving to the lake. Where you going to the lake so early for? It's too cold to be out the lake, Firefly. Catch cold. I thought my butter was a little more melted than what it is. I guess it's still chilled. Whatever. It'll be alright. We're going to do a cup of almond flour. Where we were at, there was a grocery store. Where were we? Maybe it wasn't the grocery store. I think it was at Tractor Supply. We were at Tractor Supply. Bear had pushed the cart up to the register for me because it was full of feed. And once those carts get so full, I can't push it with my back. And then literally the cart was full to the top. And the ladies that was there was two of them. One was in training. One was a young one. One was an older one. And the older one was in training. But they were like, oh my goodness, you loaded up all that feed and pushed it up here by yourself. I said, heck no, my husband did that. There's no way I'd be able to do this. And so maybe in my younger days, but not now. And they started laughing and stuff. And then Barrett come around the corner and he's like, what? And I told him, he's like, oh yeah, I loaded all that for him. And they're like, oh, what a good husband. And they're like, wonder if he cooks and cleans. And he's like, yeah, I cook, I clean, I do laundry. He's all talking himself up to these two women. They're flirting with them. He's flirting with them back. I'm just like, you're shameful. It was funny though. Like, whatever. Hey, Carl. Good morning. Good to see you. I'm up because I'm out of cigarettes. Have you been smoking again, Firefly? You're doing so good. Hey, Wild, good morning. I have to take care of animals, but I will have you on and try to listen as much as possible. All right, Mooney, no worries. I think that's the hardest thing in the morning for people that have animals, or at least for me, is like actually getting the motivation to get outside and do it. Once you do it, it's like, oh, thank God I got it done. I don't got to get back out there for a while again. I just remembered it was Wednesday. That's all right. I lose track of the week all the time. Track of days, track of the week. Yep, she said it was so cold there. She was hiding under the blankets earlier, Firefly. I answered a comment you left 4 months ago. Laugh out loud, then remembered. Oh, yeah. I know. I was like, the last couple days I've seen you've been answering comments that I left like forever ago. I'm like, she must just be getting these comments or she's slacking. Are you lacking, Wild? It's okay if you are, because I do it a lot. But yeah, it's funny when that happens. YouTube holds comments from us creators, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of comments will come up and say 4 months, 6 months. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm really good. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm really, really good at responding and trying to comment on everything back. And at least if it's not a comment back, like if I have a bad day, I have a flare up or something like that, I'll at least thumbs up it and heart it so you know that I'd seen it. But on a typical day, I'm really, really good at responding. So when those comments come back at like 4 months, I'm like, I get mad. I'm like, stupid YouTube. Rob says huts all around. That's why I was so PO'd yesterday when my sister said, yeah, I know. That's horrible. Right, Firefly. How was your dad's shower? Were you able to get that done? How'd that go? Did he tolerate it okay? What are you paying for a pound for monk fruit sweetener there right now? I don't know. It's super, super expensive. I haven't bought it in a while. I think it's like, hold on a second. For, what size bag is this? For a 12-ounce bag, I believe it's like $8 or $9. It was like 8 something, but I don't pay in pounds, so I don't know what that would per pound. Okay, I don't know. It's 12 ounces. I know that 12 ounces like $8.50 or $8.70 or something like that. It's either smoke a cigarette or start drinking heavily. Smoke a cigarette, then. You said cigarette, so I had to get one too. Ugh. One day. I wait until daylight, laugh out loud. Totally understand. That's why I have animals to get me up, laugh out loud. Roosters are crowing, now good. Well, Miriam's used to being fed at like 5 a.m. And I'm not going out there at 5 a.m., y'all. I ain't doing it. But I do go out at 6 a.m. So she's used to being fed really early. So 6 a.m., I have to be outside with a bottle and ready to go. You can hear her. Like, I can hear her at like 5:50 screaming from the barn. She's out there. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. Hold on. She's so spoiled already. I don't get all my comments. I look back on the videos and see ones I didn't see. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, Wild. It's crazy. I get comments from the last 3 videos. That's it. I have to go look to actually see them, or in YouTube Studio, but I can't hear YouTube in them. But I can't see them in YouTube, I think you meant to say, not here. Yep, the first therapist that came yesterday got him in the shower. Awesome, that's good. Although I got a new comment on an old video, I didn't get it. Ugh. I used to take care of the rabbits at 5 a.m. laugh out loud because some were inside got beat with the cats. Ooh, that's a thing you remind me. I gotta tell Barrett later today, when he wakes up. The rabbit cages are frozen shut, you guys. I cannot, for the life of me, get the rabbit cages open. So I was able to get one open. The rest of them are frozen shut. So he's going to have to do that for me when he wakes up. I have to feed him water rabbits. I tried and tried. Couldn't do it. So I gave up. So he can do that as a chore later. It was funny too because when I put Miriam in the stall and stuff, Barrett's like, "Should we put a water bucket in there?" And I was like, "I don't know if we should or not," because the sister said that she wasn't drinking water yet, and I had a bucket already washed out and ready for her and everything, but I had about this much water in there just to make sure the bucket didn't leak, and I was like, Barrett walked away, and I was like, I'll try it and see what she does, you know. And I put the bucket in there, and she was tipping it over, drinking. She was like guzzling that water down. So we went ahead and filled up the bucket and put it in there just so she could have it if she wanted it. And she's been doing really good. She's been drinking it. There's quite a bit that was out of it this morning when I checked it.
December 20th.
Sure.
It's 7:20 a.m.
It went down a degrees.
It's 21 degrees.
Oh.
It feels like 16 with partly cloudy skies. You can expect partly cloudy skies until later this morning.
Hey, Matt Chad, good morning. Thanks for coming
Today's high
in.
will be 41 degrees at 3 p.m. and feel like 38.
What's the temp up there by the coast? I bet it's chilly up there. Listening and working. Awesome. Ooh, that's exciting. Lyle might have a home for a dog and 2 cats. And that's another thing, like, Brutus is doing really, really good with the calf. He loves the calf. He thinks it's his morning routine now to go out and check on the calf. So every morning he tries to knock me down to get into the barn first. And I'm like, you better wait, buddy. But he's super excited about the calf, and he loves it. He's licking it, and he's doing really, really good. Now, he's not in the pen with the calf when we go in there. She's too little, and he wants to play. He's a big old brute. But he does stay on the outside of the gate and put his head in the gate so he can lick her and clean her. And he just loves her. It's so cool. The Molly dog. I hope she gets a Christmas home too. She is a sweetie. Aww. Wild says -2 Celsius there. Goldie's -2 as well. Oh. Currently 25 here in Cleveland. Snow on the ground, but it's going to be in the 40s today. Yeah, it's supposed to be up in the 40s today here too. I can't wait. Molly loves laying with the cow. She was kissing the new calf. And that's the funny thing. I need to warn you guys about that too, because that's probably going to happen. But when Brutus goes out there, he sits by the gate patiently waiting for me to get done to feed Miriam. And this is probably why he likes to go out there, to be honest, is that as soon as the calf is done feeding, like when you feed a calf, they're so strong when they suck and they're like butting the bottle like they would butt the udder of a cow of their mama. So when she does that, sometimes the bottle like flies out of her mouth and milk goes flying all over her face, her nose and stuff, her legs. And when she's done eating, Brutus likes to stick his head in there and lick all that off of her. So that's probably really the real reason he loves going out there. But so what brings me to that is Dexter. How do I say this? Dexter farmers, they are very, a lot of them anyway that I've met, are very stern about keeping the calf on their mom, because they are really good mothers. They're really docile, and the calves do really well. The mothers do really well. So in the Dexter cow world, you don't see many bottle calves unless there's a tragedy, which isn't very often. A mother passes away or whatever. So anyways, once I start posting out videos for you guys to watch, just know there might be a lot of controversial comments and people not liking the fact that I'm bottle feeding this baby Dexter. So just, that's a heads up, just to let you know. Just ignore them. It's whatever. Everybody's got opinion. And like I always say, my kitchen, my rules, my barn, my rules. So, but she's doing really good on the bottle. And if I had the choice, I probably would be calf sharing. She would be on the mom, and I'd be milking and stuff. I don't know. That's another thing that I got to think about too. Once I do start having calves and having cows that are milking and stuff like that, if I want to calf share or if I want a bottle feed. But I really liked when I went out to the sisters Dexter farm, I really liked the way they had it set up, because Dexters only give about 1 gallon to 2 gallons at their highest of milk at a time. So what the sisters do is they let the calf have the mama for like 24 hours, and then they take the calf off and they take it away, and then they milk the cow and they take the milk. They do a pint, so, or 2 pints. A calf needs 2 pints of milk, so they'll take 2 pints and give that to the calf, so the calf is still getting the mama's milk, but the rest of the milk goes to them. And I really liked how they had that set up, whereas most people, they just keep the calf on mama and then milk share. So while the calf's milking, they're milking as well. The problem with that in the past, at least with the Holsteins, which I know Dexters are a completely different breed, but my experience with calves and cows are, if you keep them on the mama the whole time they're nursing, then they have that bond with mama and not you. And with Bright Eyes, the calf that I had before, she was wild, you guys. I couldn't tame her down for nothing. She was just a crazy cow. And anytime you tried to come near her, she'd kick and run circles around you. And she was just nuts. So, like I said, I really like the idea the sisters had. Thanks for dropping Mad Shad's link, Anti-At Jack. Firefly says, okay, I'm in the parking lot. Do you know how I go down the hill at home You know how I go down the hill at home and get ice cream and stuff? Yeah. They have the same company here in town, so that's a good thing. That's awesome. I'm doing keto style pancakes, Mad Chad. And I will be doing some sausage. Nope, not eggs. Just pancakes and sausage. No bacon this morning. We had bacon yesterday morning. Bottle babies can think they're more like people than calves. That's true. And I don't want that to happen either. And that's why we're getting the bull calf. Now, the bull calf's a bit older than Miriam. So he has been with the herd. He's been out there with all his herd and knows how to be a cow and stuff like that. So Miriam will learn how to be a cow from him. Imagine now I want breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. That sounds good. I might do biscuits and gravy tomorrow morning. I love some biscuits and gravy. 7:21 a.m. Time to go. Be lazy. Time to get lazy butt up. He's been in bed long enough. Go. I fed the bull milk, I fed the bull milk, not a bottle. He was old enough for a pail, and he's a people's image, a bull in your pocket. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. A female, don't worry about it because she has a different attitude than a boy. So true. New hobby, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, I just came in. Is this to do with Gemma Journey's Grace? I'm friends with Gemma. But no, it doesn't have to do with Gemma this morning. New hobby. Yeah, and we'll be starting her training really soon. So you guys seen the mail call on Steve? Steve gave me a mail call the other day, which I was really thankful for. Well, I knew the Dexters were really, really small. I didn't realize how small. And he got a harness off of the gift list for me. And so I'm going to save this harness. It's going to go to the boy. I tried to put it on Miriam. And when I put it on her, I'll give you an example. See the holes here? It's so big on her, it would have to come. Barrett would have to put new notches in it. And it would have to come all the way down here for it to fit her. So this is going to hopefully fit on the bull calf. If not, then we'll save it until they're a little bit older. But we're going to go to the store in a couple of days, and I'll try to get her some poly rope and make a little harness out of it, or get one of those pre-made poly ropes. I think they're like $4. So we'll have to do that before I can start training her on leading and everything. But I'm super excited. And then the days that it's 50, I told you we have 3 days coming up that are 50 degrees. I'm going to pull her out of the barn and walk her around and see how she does, or try to walk her around. We'll see how that works out. Yes, Gemma is our friend. Mash Head says, right on, Jess. Sounds yummy. All right, I thought I was going crazy for a minute. Nope, you're not going crazy. I usually don't eat a breakfast at work too early, just coffee till lunch. Yeah, so I'm in America. What a different way of life over there. I had just purchased a new baby calf, new hobby. 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago. But yeah, we just got a new baby calf. So I'm bringing y'all along the journey with the cows. Videos will start dropping December 26th on them. Was the cow beast cow by any chance as crazy as a box of frogs? Yeah, he got bright eyes. That crazy cow was his, and Bella was mine. Bella was my sweet girl. Barrett gets all the crazy animals. I don't like dealing with unruly animals or kids or people, so that's his domain, not mine. Oh yeah, I got to dig out the bells. I don't know, Firefly. Those calves are so freaking tiny. I put a bell on them, they might tip over. They'll be so unsteady. No, I gotta dig those bells out though to find them. You got to get some ribbon and smells. Oh, bells, okay. And Robbie says, "Oh wow, yeah. Hey, prepping artist, good to see you back again. How are you? I hope you slept well. We're just making some breakfast this morning. I got pancakes, keto style going, and we're just having coffee and a chit chat." What are you going to do with the calf when it grows up? Well, the plan is when she's old enough, we'll breed her and she'll have a baby, and then we'll be able to milk her. So these cows for me will be a dual purpose. They'll be milk and meat. So if this little heifer grows up and gets pregnant and drops a calf, hopefully that calf will be a heifer and we can add to the herd. Or if it's a bull calf, then we can tie it off and make it into a steer calf, and then we'll have meat. So that's the plan. But the main purpose is for milk. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Good to see you. Pancakes smell good. They sure do. Is the harness for Barrett? That's funny you said that because he made a comment a couple days ago, and we were talking about your Coco. Nothing bad. We weren't saying nothing. Well, he might have been, but I wasn't saying nothing bad. He said, I don't know, it might have been a couple weeks ago now. He was like, that woman scares me. He says, does she have whips and chains? I was like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? And now here you are talking about the harness for him. Yes, I try to be as self-sufficient as possible. Wow says, love the cows. Me too. Super excited. Hey, Parabrook Studio. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning. Hope all is well with you. It's been a while. Do you ever get attached? Oh, yeah, definitely. I get super attached to my animals. Unfortunately, that's the downside. But with the calf that I have now, she is meant to be a breeder. So hopefully she'll be around the property for at least 20 years. They say that they can live up to 25, and most of those are productive years. She can still calve all the way up to 20 years. So the plan is she'll be my breeder for 20 years, 20 plus years. But sometimes accidents happen or something happens where a breeder calf does go down and you have to butcher it. So hopefully that won't happen. But it does happen. And when it does, it's heartbreaking and it's really hard. If you go back, like, I think it was like 3 years now, I had purchased a bunch of bottle calves, and we were going to keep one. I purchased 3, and we were going to keep one for ourselves to butcher out, and then the other 2 I was going to sell to make a profit. Well, the place that I got those bottle calves from, I don't believe they allowed the bull calves to get enough colostrum. So we dealt with a lot of scours, which is basically diarrhea. That's really bad for calves, and they all passed away. And that was a rough one. Like every morning, I'd go out to feed them a bottle, and at nighttime they seemed okay. And then the next morning, I'd go out again, and it was like every morning I'd walk out and another one was dead, and it was horrible. It was heartbreaking. I never want to go through that again. Lake Ontario looks angry. But yeah, definitely get attached to my animals. I do love my milk cows, even love the bull. We are going to eat. He's a sweetheart. Gotta love your food if you have the chance. That's true. Yeah. It's been a long time. I've been waiting for cows again for many, many years. I think I did really good with my patience. But when it was time, it came flying in like nobody's business, right, you guys? It was like 1 month I was talking about Dexters and researching them. I researched them for a couple of months, actually. And then all of a sudden, here we are. We've got Dexters on the property. Or a Dexter. Lyle says, I'm across the lake. Do you have a ranch? No, I don't have a ranch. I just have a little plot of land. We call it a homestead, a farm, whatever. But we have 5 acres. The crazy animals suit Barrett so well. Don't tell him. Shh. It does suck, Lyle. I will cry when we harvest the bull, but you should. It's a part of life. It's hard. Yeah, it is. It is hard though when you do harvest them. My first breeder hog, Olivia, her name was Olivia off of one of these. My daughter named it off of one of those pig cartoons. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, she named the pig Olivia, and that hog, she was just my favorite. I loved her. She was my first, and she sat like a dog. She let me rub her belly. Like, we had a really, really good connection. The problem with her is she ended up getting to like 600 pounds, but she wouldn't produce babies. So basically, she was eating us out of house and home and not giving us any return. So we had to butcher her and put her down, and I ain't gonna lie, I bawled like a baby. I lost it. I could not. It was horrible. She did taste good, though. Coco, you're going to really scare him. Oh, so funny. I can't show your comment, though, because of the S word. But I did read it. He'll freak out. Maybe I should screenshot that. I'll screenshot it so I can show it to him later. Welcome back, Minnie. I bet your hands are frozen. It's so cold out. Someone used to name their meat cows to remember the purpose whopper. Yeah, and that's what we do too, Chris. But like I said, when it's a situation where it's supposed to be a breeder cat. See, I had my mind already set that she was a breeder and that she would never be butchered. That was my mistake right there. because she was supposed to be a breeder, but she couldn't produce any piglets. So when it was time that we had to butcher her because she was so freaking big, I couldn't wrap my head around it. It sucked. But like I said, that was the first pig I ever raised. That was really the first farm animal we had on the property. And yeah, I learned my lesson real quick there. But like our pigs that we do, the piglets that we do go to get butchered and stuff like that, they are named. I don't know. We've had pork chop. We've had ham bone. I don't know. We've had lots of names for them. And all those feeder cows that passed away, they were all named ribeye, and I don't even remember what their names were. One was ribeye though. One was porterhouse. But the fact that they didn't even make it, I think it was like 3 weeks. They made it maybe 2 or 3 weeks. They only survived, and then they started dropping like flies. Like I said, I think it was the fact that they didn't get colostrum. And I was reading up on that yesterday too when I was doing my research on calves, which I didn't realize, but calves have to have 24 hours at least to be able to get that colostrum in their system, because they have to have at least 2 pints of colostrum. And the reason why is their belly, their stomach doesn't develop enough without that colostrum, and it takes 24 hours for their belly, their stomach to like open up and process, I guess, is what I was understanding in the research. So they have to have at least 24 hours on that cow, on their mama. I didn't know that, so that's something I learned. And I don't believe those butcher cows that I got in the past had 24 hours on their mom. Yes, surprise. Pigs are so cool. Laugh out loud. I scratch Mrs. Piggy every day, and now the meat is sustaining me. She was a gill. Oops. Nice name for him. Yeah, and if you guys haven't noticed, the animals, like if you pay attention, I'm the animal person. Barrett could care less. He has been on this land all his life. He had to raise animals with his dad and his mom and stuff like that. He's been doing it for so many years. Mainly, he gets excited because I get excited. But other than that, he could care less about the animals. I'm the one that takes care of the animals and stuff like that. I feed them and take care of them, but that's just the way it is. He takes care of the land and mowing and all that, so it is what it is. He does do the watering in the wintertime because the hose is just so heavy for my back. So he does do the watering once a day, which is awesome, because I ain't trying to carry hoses from here to there. But most of the hands-on work is with me. When it comes to the hogs don't listen to him. He gets so mad. But the animals don't listen to him because I'm with them all the time. So whoever's with the animals the most is who they listen to. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, that's a hard choice. I like naming them, then you know which one you're talking about, right? I got to be careful too, like when I name the animals, because I don't know why. I guess because we're Hicks, our tongues don't move the right way. Barrett can't say a lot of the names. And I can't say anything about that because I have problems with pronunciation with some things too. But when it comes to animals, Barrett has a really, really hard time. So they have to be some simple names that we can pronounce. He's having a hard time pronouncing Miriam. Hey, Harvest Mary Moon, good to see you. You guys, if you haven't checked out Harvest Mary Moon, go check her out. She's got a bunch of shorts, and one day she would like to start a channel. So if we could lift her up and get her some subs and some views, maybe she'll start putting out some videos for us. Go check out some of her shorts there. She's got some beautiful sunrises and all kinds of shorts over there. Yes, it's important for their gut and immune system to fight off stuff. Yes, it is. I just didn't know how much. What I learned was the 2 pints. I didn't know they had to have 2 pints of colostrum for that to set their immune system up for success. Firefly said same thing with kids. Hey, Wickshire, good to see you. We're getting blue and red eggs for Christmas. Fun find in the chicken coop. Red eggs? I never heard of red eggs. Jess is still on a cow high. I will probably be on a cow high forever now. I don't know. You're welcome. Thank you, Mooney, for dropping our link. Oh, wow. Gardener Josh is in the house. Hello. Good morning. Hope all is well with you. So, yeah, I've been stockpiling shorts for you guys of me feeding the calf and all kinds of stuff. So, there'll be tons of videos coming in January on that stuff. And once we do our official debut with Miriam, then I can start putting a bunch of videos out for you. Red rust, ultra weird dark brownish. I'm going with red or rust. My farmer friend also said not to overfeed. It's better for them to have less than too many. They can get the poops too. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can get scours from overfeeding as well. And that's in one of the videos you'll see that's coming out December 26th. That's one of the things that we were discussing with the sisters too. Y'all, social media and the internet has been wonders to get, information out to us and everything like that. I love being able to just have that information at my fingertips. However, there's some downsides about it too, because if you're not careful, you can get the wrong information. And not only that, but as I said before, there's so many different opinions. Everybody has an opinion. And it's kind of hard sometimes to pick and choose what information is correct. And you really have to have common sense and understanding to be able to make wise decisions when it comes to farm animals or anything in life, really. But one of the discussions was I was in a cattle group on Facebook, and a lot of them were like messing up my, when you hear like too much information on one thing, it just messes up your common sense or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, they were all saying you should be feeding the calf 3 times a day. And I'm like, 3 times a day? I've never heard of that. Why would I feed a calf 3 times a day? Because the more you feed them, the more chances they are to get scours. And they were all just like telling me, hyping me up, you got to feed them 3 times a day. And I'm like, I never did that with any of my calves. Like, And I was talking to Barrett about it, and he was like, well, maybe it's a good idea because then the calf isn't starving, in between feedings. It's getting fed 3 times a day. I said, yeah, but I don't know. And I wasn't using my common sense, I was just going off of what everybody was saying. When I talked to the sisters, they said the same thing. No, 2 times a day is fine. You need a 10 to 12 hour gap in between feeding. So, anyways, you got to be careful and use your common sense. Good morning, Trust. Good to see you. So in that video, you will see us talking to, well, you won't see the sisters, but you'll overhear us talking about the 3 times a day. It took me most of the day Monday to put the plastic back on the greenhouse after the hail. 80 miles an hour winds. Lucky it. Wow. That's crazy. Mooney says, Jess, I figured out how. That's awesome. Mooney says the storms were bad. Wild said winds were bad here too. Schools were closed from the storms, Firefly said yesterday. Wild said, yes, exactly. Laugh out loud. Well, like I said, it's been 3 years since I've had a bottle calf on the property. So not only was I excited, but I was like really nervous too because it's been so long since I've done anything with a bottle calf. So I was second guessing myself. And that's my biggest mistake. When I know something and I know facts and I've had hands-on experience, sometimes I do. I just second guess myself. And I don't know why I do that, but I do. We're professionals about giving out wrong information. If a human speaks, I question it. If it sounds right, I repeat it. Well, and that's why I spend a lot of time researching and stuff. I try not to stay on the social media side of things and listen to other people, but I try to do actual facts on research, But then again, when you do that, you have to always question it too. Yeah, those are the calf bottles. You see that? These are the big old calf bottles. And I was kind of disappointed. I learned something too. So it's like I said, it's been 3-4 years since I've had bottle calves on the property. So these bottles are about 3-4 years old, and I washed them and I stored them in our storage shed and stuff like that, but I never checked on them or thought to look at them over the years or whatever. I just washed them and stored them. Well, when I went out to get them, that's a good nipple. I think I threw it away. When I went to go get them, they got corroded. I don't know if I should have boiled them before I stored them or what, but there must have been some type of bacteria on them because there was patches of black mold on them that you couldn't wash off, and they were corroded. I don't know. They were bumpy. And so when I brought them in the house, I went to wash them and try to wash it off, and I couldn't. And there was 4 or 5 nipples like that, and I only had one that was good, thank goodness. I had one that was still good. So I don't know what the difference was, why this one was okay and the others weren't. But I was going to wash them and try to use them, and I boiled them on the live and apple cider vinegar, and it didn't work. It didn't take that stuff off. And I talked with Barrett about it, and he's like, yeah, just throw them away. We'll get more. So I went ahead and ordered on Amazon. They had a 3-pack for $10. So I went ahead and ordered that. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and then I got a notification from Amazon saying, sorry, that it won't be here. They're back ordered until December 22nd. So Thankfully, I have this one, and we'll have 3 more coming as spares. So if I need them, I'll have them. Because calves do, like I said earlier, calves suck so hard, they'll split the nipple. So it's always nice to have an extra one. Everyone say good morning to Trust. I just woke up. I hear you're stockpiling shorts for us. Wait, save the shorts for the Dexters. Keep their bottoms warm. Scours almost sounds Scottish. All right, newbie or new hobby. Have a good one. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the live. Our farmer friend said 2 is okay. You can do 3, but yeah, they can get too much cows. Need digest time too. Yeah, 3. Thank you, Mooney. Mooney's doing a good job. Look at her go, dropping all those links. Hey, Art. He says, wake up, Jess. Yeah, I'm definitely not awake yet. How are you doing this morning, Art? The mom will kick a baby away when they had enough. It may happen more times than 2 on the cow, but she will kick it away. That's true. That's so true. And that was kind of like my theory when I was thinking about 3 bottles a day, too wild, is I'm like, well, when the calf is on mama, it can drink whenever it wants, however many times it wants to. But then I was thinking that too. But if the mom's had enough, or she's done, she'll kick that cow away. Well, the calf, it's greedy. It's going. If you give it a bottle, it's going to drink every bit of that bottle that you'll give it. So, common sense. You gotta go with common sense and experience. I don't know why I shut that burner off. Okay, pancakes are done. Coffee's done. Now we just need our sausage. Sorry, Trust, no bacon this morning. We had bacon yesterday, off camera. Another thing is cow's milk has to be at 110 degrees. The temperature has to be 110 degrees. So here's my little thermometer. I put it in my Carhartts in my front. So my water heater stays about 120, 126 degrees. So it makes it nice. I can fill the bottles up at 126 degrees just by sink water. And then by the time I get all the other animals fed, the chickens, the rabbits, and all that done, the dogs, the cats, the bottle has cooled down to 110. So I can feed the calf. So I got that system down pretty good. My towel. I'm thinking I'm going to have an estate sale. What time I'm alive so I can send the money. I hope those pancakes have blueberries in them. Laugh out loud. I don't smell bacon. WTF. No, pancakes are plain today. I refuse to torment people, Mooney. Thank you, Art, for dropping Moonies. So, Trust, I was talking earlier. We do still need to do another duck race between you and Vermont. And I'm not sure when I'm going to do that yet. Today's Wednesday. I don't really have anything going on. Maybe we'll do it tonight. I don't know. I just got to. If I do it tonight, it'll be around 7:30 because I know Vermont usually comes on at 7:30. I'll just have to tag his name in the live so he gets the notification for sure. But I definitely want to get that duck race done so I can put the video out for everybody. Wickshire. Woohoo! I feel so techy. You go, Mooney. You're doing a good job. Proud of you. Yes, it's like chocolate milk. Can't get enough. And it was funny. So I went ahead. I've been holding off on posting in a lot of the Dexter Facebooks because I've been getting a lot of crap for bottle feeding a Dexter. So I didn't really want to start that controversy or anything, but I did go ahead and finally post a picture of Miriam in one of the Facebook things and Facebook walls, and I was like, finally, I'm a Dexter owner, woohoo! And I posted her picture and stuff, and it was so funny because I did get a really good response. Obviously, I didn't post a picture with bottle feeding her or anything, but there are so many people in there. They're like, Dexters are like potato chips. You can't just have one. And I had like several comments like that. It was so funny. All right, Coco, stay happy, healthy, and safe. I'll see you next time. Hope you have a beautiful day on purpose. Thank you. Overeating can cause lots of problems. Us or cows, laugh out loud. No chocolate milk for me. All right, Wild. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. We'll see you later. Hey, Mona did what? Hello. Good morning. Good to see you. Just a wonderful way to get watch hours, dig lives of others. I like being nosy and see what you're all doing privately. Keeps me from peeking into windows. That's sketchy, Wickshire. Well, I go live, you guys. I go live every Wednesday morning with Wake Up with Jess. And just let you sit around my kitchen table with me, cook breakfast, and chit-chat about what's going on. I honestly, a few months ago, I tried to get rid of Wake Up with Jess, and everybody protested that. They're like, no, we love it. We miss you. Come back. So Wake Up with Jess is here to stay. And yes, it does help with watch hours as well. But that's not why I do it. Wake Up with Jess is more for, I guess my lives, I should say, all of my lives are more for you guys. The Monday and Friday, I get a lot of pleasure and excitement out of that because, you know, I love music and stuff. But those lives are really just for you guys, all my lives. Pancakes, check. Yep. Oh my goodness, Wickshire. Yep, coffee's done, trust. It's nice and hot. Bacon, nope. Part of Snowy Moon says spend the money, laugh out loud. The sausages in the skillet behind me, trust. Pancakes I can eat any time of the day, even supper. Same here, Harvest Mary. Well, I forgot I have to do my tag this month. I'm going to need to sell a kidney this month. Oh, your tags for your car? What did we do? Sounds rigged. That's crazy. Yep, that's what we have, I think. Yeah, that's what Barrett drinks is Maxwell House. Barrett drinks, I don't drink regular coffee. I drink decaf just because I like the taste of it. But Barrett will switch back and forth between Maxwell and Folgers, whatever's on sale. Sausage is done, trust. All right, now we can take the skillet off and set it aside. Y'all, it's freezing in here. I can't stand it. My toes are numb. I'm going to go check the fire. Pull Barrett's pizza out of here so I don't burn it. I'm going to go check the fire and I'll be right back. It definitely needs wood. So for anybody that came in later, I am going to do a bunch of changes. My channel name will be changing. My emoji, my thumbnail, my logo, whatever, it will be changing. I'll have a lot of changes coming to the channel, so I'm just letting everybody be aware of that. That won't happen until January 1st, but when it does happen, at least y'all know. I warned you. It was a fun time, laugh out loud. We won't let you go. Wake up with Jess. Yepers. I even changed my hours to keep you in mornings. We love you. Oh, thank you, Trust. Jess, can you put on closed captions so I can read because I can have sound. I can't have sound on. You should be able to do that on your side, Firefly. It should automatically, at the bottom of your screen, it should have a block and it should say CC. You should be able to turn it on. Mine's automatically on this end. We're on YouTube because it's interactive. I agree, Wild. I have to get an order ready. 1 bottle of muscadine wine, 1 cayenne sab, 1 ghost pipe tincture, 1 goldenrod tincture. Meeting them later day. Awesome, Art. That's so cool. I'm glad that's working out. That's a flower that feeds off the mushrooms and trees. Maxwell has been acidity tasting. I can mix it, but I don't like it without other coffee in the pot. Dad loves Folgers. Yeah, Art's boy just had a birthday. They grow up too fast. Can we nerd out and get the scientific name of ghost pipe? This is a rare occasion. I do not know something. I started mixing half regular and half decaf. That regular coffee, it gets me every freaking time. My heart starts having heart palpitations. I feel like I gotta go outside and run a marathon. I can't do caffeinated beverages, especially in the wintertime. Decaf is an abomination to the word, very close to a flat 4-letter word. Here's some nerdy info. Human fingers have no muscles in them. All right, Mona, Merry Christmas to you. Sleep well. What's the new morning show called? Starving with Jess, because I ain't cooking no more bacon. No, all my lives will stay the same. It's just my channel name and my logo will change. And of course, because my logo's changing, I'm going to have all new intros and outros and all that fun jazz. Wickshire's got red on the brain. It's talking about red. Yes, they get a reddish color sometimes. Very good plant to know. Yep, I'll post the link for it. Art says, I sell out of it fast. I bet. I looked it up once, the ghost pipe, and it says it does grow here in Ohio, but I've never seen it. I never even heard of it until I come across Arc Wildman. So I had kept my eyes out for it ever since, and I still to this day have never seen it in person. And I've never heard of anybody else talk about it here in Ohio either, so I don't know. Maybe that's one of the things I can ask in my Master Gardener class. The next meeting is in January. We meet like once every 2 months. And the next one's in January. And I believe the one in January is the subject of soils and funguses and stuff like that. So maybe that'll be a good time to bring it up. I didn't write down the scientific name, just got the videos off of them and Wikipedia information in my description. Anarchy, hello and welcome. Good to see you. I heard the root is good in tincture. Arc, I don't drink alcohol. Can a tea work? He's that young kid on YouTube that IDs fungus. Also one of the first people to teach me about pawpaw plants. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever heard of him before. Pawpaw plants are like, well, I don't know about plants, but pawpaw tree is one of Ohio's state trees. That's like a big one. The red ones grow under bracken ferns. You need deep shade for the white ones, thick woods. Well, that's the thing. Like the back part of our property, across the creek, that side of the property, that's all wooded. It's all shaded, and we got all kinds of ferns and stuff back there. I always thought that would be like really good mushroom hunting ground for like morels and stuff like that. Never have I ever found a morel or any other mushroom over there. It drives me nuts. Because you would think that would be a good place for them. And for some reason right now I can't think of the name of those. They look like umbrella plants. It's like a one stem plant. And everybody always says they find morels under them all the time. I've never found a morel under them. But I look every year. Never have I found mushrooms over there. The only thing that grows really, really good on this property are like chicken of the woods, stuff like that. You can use vinegar as a tincture base. It just don't store as long. You should. You need spores. Then laugh out loud. Start your own wine caps would work. Awesome. We got 19 thumbs up. Thank you. It really helps out the channel. All right, you guys, it's been about 2 hours. We've been live 2 hours. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to stoke the fire, get warmed up, and sit down and relax and eat some breakfast. So I want to thank you all for coming out for Wake Up with Jess. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, Friday night mixers coming up. So I hope to see you on Friday. What day is Friday? Friday's the 22nd. So we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. I hope to see you all there. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and safe. Don't forget, you're not alone. You are loved. Until next time, bye.